Hi everyone, this is CS Kirtana. I live in Dubai. I am a company secretary. I have also done advanced diploma from SEMA UK and I am also a SEBI registered MFT. But more than that, I have been NRI for more than 12 years for now. So I know the pulse of NRIs. In this channel, I want to discuss all the dilemmas, address the information gap. Please support me by sharing and subscribing this channel. This is the most common mistake which many NRIs still do, and this ignorance of law may attract hefty penalties. Yes, you guessed it right. I'm talking about bank accounts. As an NRI, you are not supposed to operate or hold local saving banks account, but many NRIs are not aware of it. So they're still holding it. Then what is the option available to NRIs? You can hold only 3 accounts: NRE, NRO and FCNR. Who says so? FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. You see, this FEMA, it is going to determine the residential status in a different way, looking at the purpose. Means it's going to decide whether you are an NRI or not, depending on your intention. If you are someone who is living in India for the purpose of setting up your business or for taking up job or for anything, but you don't have an intention to return to India for uncertain period, you have become NRI from day number 1 itself. So you know now when these bank accounts are mandatory from FEMA's point of view, when you are supposed to open from the day number 1 when you have become NRI for FEMA. I hope I made this point very clear. In this video, we are going to deal with only NRE and NRO accounts. What is the purpose? Can you hold it jointly? What is the key difference between these two accounts? We are going to study everything in detail. I am going to deal with FCNR in my next video. NRE, non-resident external account, is basically a rupee denominated account. That means the balance will be held in Indian rupees. So whenever you're going to transfer fund, your overseas earning or foreign exchange is going to be converted at that existing exchange rate to INR and the balance will be reflected in Indian rupees. You can choose any form. It may be saving banks or fixed deposit or current account. You're going to decide. But remember, as an NRI, you can't ask a power of attorney holder to open an account on your behalf. That must be done by yourself. Now, what in case if you want to hold a joint account in? Since this is a provision which is allowed to NRI, only joint account can be held with another NRI. But there is one exception. You can also hold joint account with a relative. Now, the next question is, who defines who is relative? There is an answer. So section 2/77 of Companies Act is going to define who is that relative with whom you can hold joint account. Look at this table. It says all members of Hindu undivided family, father, mother, son, son's wife, daughter, daughter's wife, husband, wife. So when you have a close look at this table, you are going to understand with whom it is permitted to have a joint account. Now, what is the nature of this joint account? It can be on former or survivor basis. That means the full operational power is still vesting with only NRI, and in case of his death, it is going to be in the hands of that joint account holder. Otherwise, a joint account holder can operate a NRE account just like a power of attorney holder on the terms and conditions specified by NRI. What makes this account very attractive is its 2 key features. One, the interest that you are going to earn on the fixed deposit of NRE account, they are tax-free. Isn't it a great news? Please try to understand the logic behind it. Now that RBI knows that you are maintaining NRE account because you are NRI as per FEMA, so the source of fund is outside India. So Income Tax Act has decided, I'm not going to tax. This is going to be exempted from tax. So any interest that is accrued on your fixed deposit, which is in this account, going to be tax-free. Second one is free repatriation. That means you can take the money abroad. That means you can take the money or the balance which is standing in NRE account without much compliances, without any headache, without any ceiling limit, whenever you want abroad. So it is freely repatriable. Now let's see what are the permissible credits and debits. Any overseas earning that you have or any balance in another NRE account or any interest income of NRE account can be credited. One more important thing here is if you had sold any property in India where the property source of funding had been done through this NRE account, then it's possible to bring the sale amount to this NRE account. So you can also credit the sale proceeds of any asset if the source of funding is from NRE account. What are the debits? You can transfer money to NRO account or any local payments in India or any other payments outside, remit money outside India. These are all going to be debited to this account. The last but not the least, it's possible to get loan also from NRE account without any ceiling limit. I repeat, without any ceiling limit, subject to the margin requirement what the bank has. I hope now I made what NRE account exactly is and how can you operate it and what are the benefits of having an NRE account and why it is actually mandatory and which law says it is mandatory for NRIs, right? If you still have any doubts, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'm going to answer there. So now let's take up another account. That's NRO. That is non-resident ordinary account. We can say it's NRI's SB account because as an NRI, you see, you are not supposed to hold local saving banks account. So what's an alternative option available to you? There should be some option, right? So the option is in the form of NRO. So either you can open a separate NRO account after becoming an NRI as per FEMA. Otherwise, just request the bank to convert the existing savings bank account showing all the proof, your passport, visa details, all the proof that you're staying in abroad as per the requirement of the bank, and convert the existing local SB account to NRO, non-resident ordinary account. Now who can open this? NRIs? You guessed it right. Even OCIs, that is Overseas Citizen of India. And one more important point here is even foreign national of non-Indian origin, they can open this account if they want to sell any foreign exchange during their visit in India. So any foreign national also, if he is visiting India, wants to sell the foreign exchange, the option available to him is to open NRO account and route it through NRO account. It is also rupee denominated account. That means the balance in this account is to be held in INR or Indian rupee and it is not freely repatriable. That means without any ceiling limit, without any conditions, you cannot take the money abroad. You will have to follow certain compliance procedure. So it is conditional, subject to certain conditions. Since it is NRI's ordinary SB account, in case if the joint account is done, then the joint account holder should be an NRI or Indian resident. But you can hold it in any form. Maybe SB or current or fixed deposit, your choice. The next question is why it is used. If you have any source of income in India, maybe you are getting rental income or dividend income, or you would have sold any capital asset, so there is a capital gain. In most of the cases, the amount has to be transferred to NRO or non-resident ordinary account as long as the source of income is in India. Even if you have foreign currency up to $5,000 and you want to exchange this, then you will have to do it through NRO account. Since the main purpose of NRO is to route all the Indian sourced income or the income or any gain that you are getting using Indian sources, it doesn't enjoy any tax-free status. There is no tax exemption. So unlike NRE, neither it is freely repatriable nor it is going to have tax-free status. That means even the interest which is accrued in NRO account is going to attract tax and there will be heavy TDS 30% plus applicable surcharge and cess. And in case if you want to move the money abroad or repatriate, then also there are a lot of procedures such as showing the source of fund, documentary evidences, and getting a CA certificate to fill the details in Form 15 CA, CB. And per one financial year, you can repatriate only maximum of $1 million US. Now I know many of you must be thinking, if all these procedures are involved, I just don't want to have this NRO and NRE account. I'm just going to continue using local SB account. Please remember, FEMA always imposes hefty penalties. It is usually 3 times of the amount involved. For example, if the balance in your account is say 30 lakhs, then you are going to end up paying 90 lakhs as penalty if you are caught. And if at all it is not possible to establish the amount involved in the transaction for authorities, then only the fine can can be 2 lakhs. But it is highly unlikely. So NRIs, who wants this headache of to becoming NRI? Just close your local SB account and open NRO or convert the existing SB account to NRO and go ahead open NRE account. Because compliance is always better. If you found any value in this video, please subscribe, share it with other NRIs. And in case of any doubt, don't forget to ask them in the comment section. I'm going to answer there. See you in next video. Bye bye.